Hey everybody, how we doing? Anchored in Falanga. It is in the southern Lao of Fiji. It's 24th of July. And something I just want to talk about really quick, because I just got super passionate about it, is like mental restrictions and blockages and ego that keeps you stuck in suffering. I am a believer that anything that can break down mental walls, fear, false sense of self, anything that like that's all like kind of ego, mind, concept, things like that. Keeps you trapped, keeps you little, keeps you scared. It keeps you in a box, in your small little scared box. Anyway, I'm a believer that anything you can do to break those barriers and free yourself from them, you should. So, for instance, if someone is afraid of sharks, I firmly believe we need to take that person on a shark dive. Most people who are afraid of sharks haven't actually had a dangerous encounter with a shark. They just fear of the unknown. So if we're in Fiji, if we go to the island of Banga, and we take them on the shark dive there, they'll be surrounded by like tiger sharks and leopard sharks and black tips and gray sharks and everything, and they'll be surrounded by them, and the sharks won't be interested in them at all. Like, I don't know the exact safety record, but people go diving there with those sharks every day, multiple times a day, and it's safe. So that person would be like, oh my god, no, the sharks are gonna eat me, the sharks are gonna eat me, the sharks are gonna eat me, and then they get on the dive and the sharks aren't interested in them, and they get over it. On a more like subtle psychological level, someone could have the fear of doing wrong. So they have this fear they carry around from childhood because they were shamed and guilted and emotionally damaged as a child for doing something wrong. So then they carried this fear of like, oh my god, I don't want to do anything wrong. And they carry this with them and into adulthood, and it runs their life. You know, they're just constantly using energy to worry. Just, oh, am I doing it wrong? Am I doing this wrong? Am I, what are they thinking of me? Am I going to get in trouble? It's an enormous waste of energy. And it also just really off-putting for everyone around them because they're not relaxed and they're anxious and stressed out, and it's just, not a pleasant experience for anyone involved. So in the similar logic to the shark dive, if somebody's having fear of doing wrong, my wish for them is that the life gives them the most epic, public, humiliating, painful failing in front of everyone. And why would I wish that for them? Not because I wish ill of them, but because I wish for them to be free of the psychological suffering that they're carrying and suffering on an ongoing basis. If someone has fear of abandonment and they're super attached to their partner and they're suffocating their partner, like I did, I'll admit it, and I got my heart broken, right? And it crushed my whole world. And then afterwards I realized that I was holding on too tight and too attached, and it wasn't, that's not what love is. Love is I love you and I want you to be happy no matter what your life path is, and I'll be here for you no matter what. So in that case, like if somebody's super attached to another, my wish for them is that they get crushed and they leave, and it's horrific and it's so painful. And like most people would be like, why would you want someone to be heartbroken? And if you talked to me at the time when I was heartbroken, oh my god, I would tell you that I would never want this for anybody. And why would anyone want to go through that? And it was just horrible, right? But with the benefit of hindsight and what I got going through that and realizing how much it broke down of my fear of abandonment and my insecure attachments, and like that love was coming from me and not from another person and all that. Like, I wish that realization for everyone, especially people who are suffering that. So I guess what I want to share here today is, if you're not feeling peaceful, open, loving, calm, then you're in the grips of ego. And if you're in the grips of ego, you're not suffering reality and you're not suffering life. You're suffering yourself. And you're suffering your ideas about yourself. And all I can tell you is that you're making it hard for everyone around you, and you're making it hard for yourself. So if you want to live light and free and peaceful and calm and open and loving, and enjoy the magic and beauty all around you without suffering and struggling, then find the best way to become conscious. Meditation is great, focusing on the breath is great, yoga is great, like whatever works for you, but become conscious so that you can watch your own mind. And all these thoughts about myself, me, it is such a waste. Because that self-image, that self-concept that's trying to feed on itself doesn't actually exist in real life. It doesn't exist. It's a phantom of your imagination that is made up. And once you realize that, and that it's blocking you from just being at peace and having all the energy you've ever wanted, then you can let go. When you have those thoughts, you can't control them. Don't try to push them away. Just acknowledge them. Oh, hello, selfish thoughts. There you are. And here I am. And when you say, and here I am, that's, and here I am in this moment, in reality, right now. Oh, but what about, but what about this, and me, and what about me? Just let it go. Let it go. And come back to the present moment and actually be here and add value and enjoy what's here now. Because if you don't, you're gonna just be selfish and in your tiny little box and afraid of everyone and everything and life, and try to control it all. It's exhausting. You're gonna be thrashing in the water the whole time. Just do yourself a huge favor and let go of that part of you. It's the best gift you can give, not only yourself, but everyone in your life. Your children, your partners, everyone in your life. If you have thoughts and they're about your false sense of self, don't listen. That's my message. I love you guys, and I want you to have peace and be free of suffering. I'm here. If there's anything I can do, please don't hesitate to ask. Have a great day.